Hey guys, what's up, Coming Storm, and today we are reviewing Wrong Turn, a Foundation. I know it's a little different for me doing a horror movie, but Wrong Turn is my favourite horror series of all time. Not many people say that, I don't think anyone's even said that on YouTube, but I just love the Wrong Turn movies, probably because I watched them as a child because they were the first horror movies I was introduced to. So let's get into the positives of Wrong Turn 7, also The Foundation. New Wrong Turn movie. That is a massive positive, and the cast of characters actually seem like real humans. So this movie starts out as some kids going to a forest as a typical Wrong Turn movie would, and it starts to go wrong. The first character gets horribly crushed by a tree, and oh my god, the kill looked gruesome. After death, they have a little bit of a fight, but then they move on about it, and I like this because they don't just forget about it and they're doing some of the Wrong Turn movies, and then they go to a sort of waterfall place, I think near a graveyard, and set up camp. This girl wandered off in the tent to go for a wee, didn't tell anyone, but you'd think if your friends just died and you're in the middle of nowhere, you don't know where you are, you would tell your friends where you're going, and she ends up bumping into the cannibal people and hiding in a bush. Her friends go looking for her, and they see this little girl and they chase after her. Obviously, little girl, as you probably thought, would be connected to the cannibal family, which they are, and he runs into a chain and gets yanked, and oh my god, that moment was amazing. Taken down, obviously they can't go and get him, so they just wander off and find this cabin with like some blades in it and weapons, and they see two people carrying him across, and they go attack him, and the guy that was getting carried kills one of them. Big mistake, which we will learn out further in the movie. Obviously he's killed him, and they get taken by the cannibals and back to their place, and they get put on trial, and he gets his head bashed in, really, because he bashed their head in, so it's equal. They get taken down to a cell, and one of them gets their eyes jabbed out, and their ears, oh my god, that must have been painful. They're really doing more torture in this Wrong Turn. I don't know other ones, but these ones are crucially bad. Two people agree to be members of the community for the cannibals. I don't know how they got away with that, but one of them agrees to be a wife, one of them is in architecture, and they get to live there. And of course, Dad's got to go and find her. And two people get killed, and the dad just about survives, as of course, you can't kill the dad in a horror movie like this. And he goes up to the camp and gets found, and his own daughter shoots him as a diversion, so they don't know that she's on his side still. To leave, but one of them stays behind. He's been there for 6 weeks and says, "Oh, this is my family now." It's not. If you've been taken, you want to go home and see your family. I don't get that, so they escape through the woods. They get tracked down and just about escape and get back home with a massive ending I did not see coming. They sit down at the dinner table, and the main man's there. It's just this little vision where he stabs all of her family, then she kills him. Obviously it didn't happen, and he takes her out into the van. They drive down the road and she attacks him and kills him. Obviously because he's going to get arrested because it was in broad daylight, but no one happened to be there. Let's go through the movie a little bit, and my negatives are, it's not about cannibals. It's not. They don't eat people. They hunt animals. It's not a Wrong Turn movie. I really hated it for that. It may be a reboot. There's no free fingers in it. There was no free fingers. There's no cannibals. This is what Wrong Turn is. This is what I want to see in a Wrong Turn movie. I love Wrong Turns. As I said, my favourite horror movie. And oh my god, there is no cannibals, no mutated people. They've actually changed it all. So my final verdict on this movie, it's a good movie, but because it's so different to Wrong Turn, even though it is a reboot, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10.